firefighter Elena from the Scituate Fire Department, and October is traditionally our Fire Prevention Month, where myself and members of my Scituate Fire Department education team have the opportunity to come and visit you at Wampatuck, Jenkins, Cushing, and Hatherley Elementary Schools. We typically visit grades K through 3 to deliver some key fire life safety behavioral lessons for you to take home and share with your family. This year, due to the pandemic and your shortened school days, we've decided to put together this little video. So let's get started. What does the fire department do? We put out fires. We transport people to the hospital when they're not feeling well. We respond to car accidents, water rescues, medical aids, just to name a few. We transport people to the hospital when they're not feeling well, and we conduct community education programs on fire prevention and storm preparation. Does the fire department rescue cats from trees? Yes, but only if the cat is in dire distress. Most animals will come down out of the tree on their own when they're hungry. There's a very important phone number that you need to know if you need to contact the fire department or the police department in case of an emergency. That special phone number is 911. We dial 911 when we need help, or someone we're with needs help, or we see something, or if there's a fire or a car accident. You can pick up your phone and you can dial 911. In Scituate, when you dial 911, it comes directly to our call center, even on your cell phone. There's 3 very important things that you need to remember when you call 911. The first one is your name, the second one is your address, and the third one is your phone number. And it's very, very important not to hang up until the dispatcher who answered the phone tells you it's okay, because they may have some more questions to ask. I brought with me today my smoke detector. The smoke detector is an early warning device. Everyone has at least one in their home. It lives on the ceiling and it waits to smell smoke. When it smells smoke, it's going to make this sound. If you hear that sound, that's your smoke detector telling you it's time, that it smelled smoke and we need to get outside and go to our meeting place. Inside my smoke detector is a battery. I recommend that everyone change the batteries in their smoke detectors every 6 months.
Hi boys and girls, my name's Firefighter Dave and I work with Elena on the Scituate Fire Department. And today I'm going to talk to you about what to do if your clothes catch on fire. So if you're in the kitchen or if you're outside next to a fire pit or near a barbecue, I want to talk to you about what to do. And it's 3 simple steps. What we don't want you ever to do is run around. If you run around and your clothes catch on fire, what's going to happen is the fire is going to get bigger. So what I want you to do is stop what you're doing. And that's step 1. Just stop. Stop moving, stop running, stop everything. And then I want you to drop. So then you drop down to your knees. Then I want you to cover up your face. So drop down to your belly, and then you cover up your face just like this. And then I want you to roll. So I want you to roll left, and I want you to roll right, just like that. What I don't want you to do is roll all the way down the hallway or all the way through the kitchen. I want you to roll over onto your back, roll back to your stomach, and then roll over on your back the other way. And that will extinguish the fire. Now I'm going to talk to you about what we look like when we show up at your house, because it's really, really important that you not get scared when the fire department shows up. I want you to come towards us, not run away from us. Now we show up in 2 different ways. If I show up and I show up on my ambulance, I'm dressed like this. I have my shirt, my pants, and my shoes, just like everybody else. Now if I show up because there's a fire, I look a little bit different. So I'm going to show you what I do and how I look different, so you're not scared when you see us. So the first thing we do, just like if you were going to go outside and play in the snow, I get my snow pants or my fire pants and boots. And yes, boys and girls, Firefighter Dave wears firefighter socks. So the first thing I do is I put on my pants and I pull them up. Now, right now I look a little bit different, but you can still see my shirt, and you can still see my face, and you can still see my head. And as I get dressed, the one thing you're going to realize, that one thing I can never ever change is my eyes. You're always going to be able to see a firefighter's eyes, no matter what. Then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put on our jacket. Just like your winter coat, it's really big and it's really heavy. So we put on our coat and we buckle it up. And then we put over the Velcro to cover up where our buckles were. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to grab this. So what this is this is an oxygen tank or an air tank that helps me breathe when there's a fire. So I grab this and I put it on. And then it's got seat belts, just like the seat belts in your car, so it won't fall off. So once that's on, the next thing I do is I put on my special hat. So what it is it's a hood. And what the hood does is it covers up our ears and it will cover up our head. So as you can tell, you can't see my pants anymore, you can't see my shirt. You can still see my hands, you can still see my head right now, and you can still see my face. The next thing I'm going to put on is going to make me look a little bit funny, and now it's going to make me sound kind of funny. So I put on my mask. So as you can tell, you can't see most of my head anymore, but you can still see my eyes. Then that hood I put on earlier goes up and over the mask. So now you can't see my head. So the next thing I'm going to do is grab my helmet. So we put our helmet on. And just like everything else, we buckle it and secure it so it doesn't fall off. So now our helmet's on, so you can't see my pants, no shirt, no more head, no ears. You can still see my hands and you can still see my eyes. So now, I gotta cover up my hands. And then, the last thing we do is I take my mask and I put this in, and this will make it so I can breathe. And I sound just like Darth Vader from Star Wars. So when you see me coming into your house, you're going to see me crawling on my hands and knees, looking for you. But you can still see my eyes. And I want to see your eyes too.
As you just watched, Dave got himself all dressed up like he was going to have to go in and fight a fire. And one of the lesson plans that we teach with our first graders is how to crawl low and go if they're in a smoky hallway or a smoky room. Today we're going to demonstrate it using our smokehouse, which we're going to fill with play smoke. And Dave's going to practice crawling low and go to get out to the other side. Okay, friends, so now Dave is going to demonstrate crawling low under smoke.
Good morning, everyone. My name's Danny, Firefighter Danny, work for the Scituate Fire Department. We're here to talk about Edith. which stands for Exit Drills in the Home. My goal here is to get you guys comfortable on exiting the home safely. Just like at school, you guys have a fire drill. Everyone knows exactly what to do, where to go, and you practice it. And everyone's comfortable. And I kind of want the same kind of thing or same kind of plan at home. Okay, we're going to say that this is your home, and I've drawn in a couple of bedrooms. And this is a stairway, and this is the front door. It goes through a walk, and it goes to the tree in the front yard. And this is going to be our meeting spot. So we're going to pretend that you guys are sleeping in your bedroom. The smoke alarms are going off. You're going to crawl out of your bedroom, out of your bed. You're going to walk to the door. And you're going to feel the door with the back of your hand for 5 to 10 seconds. If that door is hot, you are not going to open it. You're going to exit to your second exit, which is your window. If you live on the second floor, it's a good idea to have a window ladder that you can come out that way. But in this case, we're going to say that the door is not hot, and you're going to stay low under the smoke. You're going to go to the stairway. You're going to crawl out of the stairway, and you're going to go out the door and go to your meeting spot. Kids, I want you to remember this. This is very important. Once you get out of that fire, you never ever go back. When you're exiting, I don't want you to go back for your teddy bears or a pet. Pets find their own way out, but it's essential. Once you get out, you only have a few minutes to get out. Once you're out, you never go back inside. You call 911, you stay at this meeting spot, and you don't leave. We're here to talk about fire safety in the kitchen. Main thing you guys got to remember is always stay in the kitchen when you're cooking. It's a good idea to keep your handles facing in instead of out in case anybody walks by, and always have a lid in case there's a grease fire, you can put the fire out. If you have a busy household like I have, there's lots of distractions at home. The dog, the cat, the kids crying. It's very, very important you don't get distracted while you're cooking and stay in the kitchen while you're cooking. It's also a really good idea to use a timer when you're baking something. You can use your microwave, it has a timer on it. You can use your cell phone, it has a timer on it. And some ovens, this particular one doesn't have one, but some ovens have timers in it. There's a few things about ovens and microwaves to know. If you do have a fire in the oven, you don't open it, because technically that's a fire and you're going to introduce oxygen to it. We don't want that. If you have a fire in a microwave, you are to not open the door and disconnect it, leave the building, and call 911, because you actually have a kitchen fire. Also, I think it's important to let you guys know that tin foil is a metal and it does not go in the microwave.
All right, kids, we hope you guys learned something today from our brief video on fire safety. Hopefully next year we can come and visit you in person. So remember, social distance, wash your hands, and wear a mask. Thank you. Bye. Bye.